So, our next author is called Spike Brennan. Just trying to figure out which one's the last one we read from them, because I don't think we read any. This is the first one we read from them in the series 3. I don't think there's any like other ones. And this page does not want to be opened. It just says loading the whole time, so I will keep that closed. But looks the most recent one we read from them, I believe, is 1844. Yeah, that looks about right. Which 1844. Oh, it's that giant hole that demons constantly come out of. And I remember just titling it like, just plug the hole up, man. Just what are you waiting for? Just, but yeah, man, it's been a while since I read one of this person's work. So, Spike Brennan wrote Optical Instrument. Ooh, and I can. It's been a while since we actually had an instrument SCP. Now that I think about it. Optical class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-2236 is to be stored in its pouch pictured when not in use. The pouch containing SCP-2236 is to be stored in an airtight, humidity-controlled, and temperature-controlled case. To prevent security breaches, use of SCP-2236 must be approved by the administrator of Site 32. Addendum: under no circumstances is SCP-2236 to be brought into the presence of an internal Foundation memoranda or documents, including its own containment records. Description: SCP-2236 is a cylindrical optical instrument which superficially resembles an early model pocket microscope. The instrument is 11.6 centimeters in length. Oh, that's pretty small. 1.9 centimeters in diameter, and has a plano-convex lens at each end with a very slight convexity. One end is equipped with an eyepiece, the other end is flanked at an angle. The lenses in the body of the instrument enclose an airtight chamber. Dropped my bottle. Airtight chamber between the lenses. This chamber is filled with a faintly phosphorescent gas which has not been analyzed. When a written document is observed through SCP-2236, the content of the text that is examined appears different to the observers. See testing log. You know what? This kind of looks like a lightsaber blade. Like here's like where the lightsaber will come out. That's the button you have to press to make the lightsaber happen. I want to look close at it. Doesn't it? It almost looks like that. Also, in this picture, this looks a lot bigger than 11 centimeters. Testing log. Please record all the tests using the format below. Research date of test, text result. Okay, so we have Dr. Patel on the 8th. The text says standard sheet of A4 writing paper with the text. This is a test. Printed in black, 72-point type. Result: text appeared as let's start with something simple in this test and all subsequent tests. Text appeared to have lettering size and typeface or handwriting consistent with the sample under the investigation. Okay, so it looks like it was aware that this is supposed to be a simple test. Text. So the same, looks like it's the same researcher and same date. Standard sheet of A4 writing paper with the text "Hello World" printed in black, 72-point type. Result: text appears as I wonder if they restocked the good cookies in the vending machine. Now I wonder if this is supposed to like represent whoever the user is in them and their thoughts. Text standard sheet of A4 writing paper with the text. This is a test handwritten by Dr. Garcia. Dr. Garcia was not aware of SCP-2236 and was not involved in testing it apart from writing it the sample to Dr. Patel without being informed of the purpose of the request. Text appeared as "piss off" in Dr. Garcia's handwriting. Oh, okay. Now the thing is that actually he feels? Page 83 of the Spectacular Spinetti, a popular romance novel about circus acrobats that was found in the Side 32 break room. Excerpt of text, all crap, I need the money for Mitch's medicine and the pay sucks. I have a master's degree from Williams and my advance comes out to fuck 8 cents per page. At least nobody will know. Okay, so it looks like that's like the true feeling behind text, basically. The true thought process. Text page of instruction manual for coffee makers found in the break room. Excerpt of text. It was a mistake for me to leave the farm and come to Hangs. Ooh, that's kind of dark. Sheet music for Imagine by John Lennon. Score for Bar Black Sheep. Lyrics changed to misspelled expletives. Page of machine generated random numbers. No change. Makes sense because it's a machine. Page 22 of the first edition of For Whom the Bell Tolls. A graphic description of an amorous encounter with a chambermaid in the Hotel Ambos Mundos in Havana, Cuba. Print out of the text of a Wikipedia article on history of chemistry. Barely coherent text apparently expressing several contradictory arguments concerning the themes discussed in the document, interspersed with unflattering personal impressions of many of its draftsmen. Clay tablet dated to circa 19th century BCE, inscribed with text in Akkadian cuneiform. Text is a receipt for a carload of wool. Text in Akkadian cuneiform expressing delight of the high price paid for the wool, and mentioning the narrator's need to evacuate his bowels. I really need to take a shit. Page from Voynich manuscript, untranslated text with different glyphs in the same writing system. Could you technically use this to like get hidden messages across? Like you could think like you could say something random on text, but then think, I hope they understand my hidden message that I'm supposed to be, that I'm stuck here, blah 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 blah. And then like if you use this, you can be like, oh. Abstract of scientific journal article on microbiology. Text describing the early stages of planning a wedding, interspersed with surprise and pleasure that Rick had proposed to the narrator. Screenplay of a major studio motion picture widely considered to be a commercial and critical failure. A project studio income statement in which the ticket and merchandise revenue streams from the films are drastically overestimated. Photograph of the unsolved Zodiac killer cipher, address of a residence in Vallejo, California. Ooh, that's actually okay. You could use this to figure out where serial killers live. Or who they are. Yeah, you could do that. Text of Jesus Christ. That scared the shit out of me. I'm not sure how that, I don't know how to turn this off. Okay, I don't know how to turn it off. I still hear some weird noise. I hope that vanishes after a while. God, that's scary. Like, the jump scared the shit out of me, man. I hope you guys forgive me for quickly leaving. Right now they stopped talking, but like I can still hear like some weird noise. I will have to figure this out later on. Let's just finish this reading. Where were we? Text of Quranic Surah Yusuf in classical Arabic, unchanged except for immaterial spelling and punctuation variations. The thing is, I also had like a fucking nightmare of somebody breaking in, like last night. So like when I suddenly heard a voice like behind me. Okay, the sound's gone. I legitimately thought somebody broke in and was standing behind me. So that's why I was like, oh fuck. Ballpoint pen scribbling by Dr. Patel's 4-year-old daughter. Architectural specification for a 3-story castle-like building to be constructed out of cupcakes and various confectionery items. Engineering analysis has determined that the structure is unstable and unsuited for its specified purpose of housing a unicorn princess. Several pages of output produced by SBAA7, pages are blank. Timecube essay by Jean Ray. Well-reasoned critique of generally accepted theories of temporal physics. Press release in Korean by North Korea's Rodong Simon entitled Kim Jong-un provides field guidance to Jeonji Lubricant Factory. Korean text structured as a dialogue between two interlocutors debating the proper temperature at which kimchi is to be served. The narrative bears evidence that both debaters' text was aggressively edited by a third person for unknown purposes. And now we have somebody else. Researcher Dr. Locke, 20th. Text. Mastering the Art of French, Cooking by Julia Child, page 78. Export text, and maybe it could use a little salt in here and there, but it can be served like it is right now. And then we have Dr. Califano. Hey, we saw that name a couple times already. 21st. Card from SCP-2203. Test A67, if I recall correctly. 2203. Yes. Because Dr. California was the one who made the test with the matchmaking machine. Color appears covered in various technical specifications, including levels of various hormones over time, physiognometric analysis of various body and facial features, chronological history of life events, and interspersed commentary. Why did you hurt her? No one is better off of you since you keep acting like that. Grammy still knows best. Oh my god, such a giant callback. I always feel like if people knew the truth behind knew the true intention behind a text or written sentence, there will be a lot of brutal honesty and chaos. So, some might get away with being innocent or wholesome, but a lot would go flying. A lot would go wrong. Otherwise. All right. Yeah, because like I feel like with texts, for example, it's already like the case of like sometimes when you text something and you think you wrote it out in a way that makes it easy to understand, sometimes from the perspective of the person, from their mood and all that, they might misinterpret what you just said anyway. But I also feel like if you were brutally honest, then like that also would not be always a good thing, you know, because a lot of people don't like being very honestly direct with somebody. Like if like somebody being honestly direct with them, there are a lot of people that don't like that. So whenever like somebody is very honest and direct, they think they're just rude or don't understand, like, you know, social norms and stuff like that. But at the end, like, there are cultures where being direct and honest is just the way to go. Like France, for example, they don't give two shits because they just tell you how they think it is. They don't talk around it. And if you go there for the first time not knowing that, you will come out being all like, what the hell? Why was everybody so mean? They weren't mean. They were just direct. They were just honest. So I imagine that, like, if that with text-wise, I think that would like be a problem as well, especially if you write a text where like, or just write something like, "Good luck. I wish you the best," but then you find out like, then you use that thing and find out like, I'm so sick and tired of this person. I don't want to keep sending them good luck messages for the project or something like that. You know? Then you're like, wow, okay, that hurt. So I imagine that, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be a lot of things could go wrong.